This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. The NSAA Boys State Basketball Championships on News Channel Nebraska are presented by Currency, Allo, Liberty First Credit Union, Woodhouse Auto, and by Midwest Bank.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. We're ready for some more Class C2 Boys State Basketball Tournament action. Michael Shively, Lou Siefker, Jake Bartecki will be joining us shortly. We've already figured out two of the teams in the state semifinals. Amherst will take on Cross County. Now it's time to turn the page to the bottom half of the bracket. We have a couple of exciting two Northeast Nebraska teams going at it.
Yeah, I've been able to watch these teams this year, and they both have different styles, both have different sizes, but both really good basketball teams, and teams playing really well at the end of the season, which is what you want to have when you come to the state tournament.
Looking at the 2 seed, it's 2 seed Ponca, 7 seed Norfolk Catholic, and the Indians, well, they've had a few down years, but a spot that we're used to seeing this program at, the state tournament.
Yeah, they belong here, right? I mean, they've had some great history, but this is a good basketball team this year. They've only lost twice, only once in the state of Nebraska, and that was to a really good Wynot team that won earlier today, and on a controversial ending. So this team knows how to win. They're not the biggest guys in the world, but they know how to win. They know how to finish games.
Ponca won about their first 15 games of the season. Norfolk Catholic lost 3 of their first 4 games, but boy, have they started to play their best basketball late in the year.
Some of that might be the football hangover, right? Norfolk Catholic won the state championship there, but yeah, you're right. 10 of their last 11 games. And conversely, Ponca, a small team, this is a big team. They got some big dudes. We'll talk about Nolan Fennessy here in a minute, but they have 3 guys over 6'5". Ponca's tallest guy is 6'2".
Certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on is that height discrepancy. Up next, we'll give you the key players ahead of this game. Then it's time for starting lineups and tip-off on NCN.
The pregame show is sponsored by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Talking about that size differential, Norfolk Catholic has some big bodies. One of them big enough, got the attention of Matt Rule and the Nebraska Cornhusker football coaching staff. Nolan Fennessy is a walk-on committed to the Huskers, but it's not just about football for Nolan Fennessy. He's a beast on the basketball court, too.
Yeah, he is. That 6'5" frame, I think he might be taller than that, but he's 6'5", but he's a big dude. He averages about 13 points and 8 rebounds. But what his biggest asset is his way he plays on defense. He's a shot blocker and a shot changer. And that's going to be big in this ball game. Really patrol that paint. Important for Nolan Fennessy today to stay out of foul trouble.
What Ponca lacks in size, they make up for with quickness. And one of the shiftiest players I've seen this season is Dalton Lamprecht.
We see Dalton Lamprecht show up, and he's the small guy. He doesn't look like he's going to do much, but he just lights you up. He's got a really fast first step. He's a really good finisher, handles the basketball about as well as anybody in the state, and he's a winner. He knows how to win basketball games. He'll be big, obviously, in this game for Ponca.
Number 2, Ponca. Number 7, Norfolk Catholic. For more on this matchup, here's Jake Bartecki.
Well, guys, it's a little unusual to get a preview of a could-be matchup next season in a state quarterfinal, but in this matchup between Ponca and Norfolk Catholic, that's kind of what we have, because next season, Ponca will join Norfolk Catholic in the Mid-State Conference. They will leave the Lewis and Clark, which actually is made up of 2 divisions. You got schools like Wynot and Plainview in there. They'll now join that Mid-State Conference that has GACC, Battle Creek, Crofton, 18 non-seniors, so freshmen, sophomore, juniors, combined between these 2 teams today. So a lot of those teams and a lot of those players may see each other next year as well. We're getting ready to go here between Ponca and Norfolk Catholic on News Channel Nebraska. Another state quarterfinal coming up.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
A look at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Michael Shifley, Lou Siefker, Jake Bartecki. We're your broadcast crew. Our director, Connor Luby. Taking a look at this 2 versus 7 matchup, Ponca and Norfolk Catholic. Your school spotlight brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Norfolk Catholic in Class C2 out of Norfolk, Nebraska. They're in Madison County, the northeast part of the state. The Knights, regulars at the state tournament, the 23rd trip in program history. Now 3 in a row. Norfolk Catholic has had a nice run of it, not just in football, basketball as well. Ponca, the northeastern edge of the state, right along the Missouri River, next to Ponca State Park. Lovely area of the state. They've had lots of basketball success as well. 19th trip to state. This ends a 3-year drought. They made it 3 straight years, 2017 through 2019. Class C2, 2 games finished. Amherst, man, was that a good ball game. Top seed outlasting the 8 seed Bridgeport. Then Cross County pulls off the minor upset over number 4 Summerlands. Lou, I have no predictions on who's going to come out in the bottom part of this bracket. I think any of those 4 teams could be the team that emerges to the state championship.
I totally agree with that. I think certainly both these teams in this ball game, I think, could make a run. I've been saying that about Norfolk Catholic all year just because, they started slow, but if they put it together, and it's certainly the way Ponca's been playing, they've been as good as anybody in this class and could easily make a run to the state championship game.
So we find one more spot in the state semifinal after the conclusion of this game. We'll have the starting lineups and tip-off when we return to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. You're watching the state boys basketball tournament here on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
I love our Nebraska public schools. As a mom of high school students, I see the value public schools bring to our communities every day. It's where families come together to cheer for our teams, engage with our teachers, and build long-lasting, trusted relationships in our communities. It's where our kids get the skills and opportunities they need to succeed. I don't know if it's that way in other states, but here in Nebraska, public schools are the heart of our communities.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with the wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams. Financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
In every community, there are unsung heroes. They're the ones who make a real difference every single day. News Channel Nebraska and Medica want to thank our community heroes, and now it's your chance to shine a spotlight on them. Nominate your local hero and let their story inspire us all. Winners get to donate $1,000 to a nonprofit of their choice, with over $5,000 donated to date. Together, we can celebrate those who make our communities brighter.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
We're nearing tip-off here at the Bob. Michael Shifley, Lou Siefker, Jake Bartecki. Let's introduce the players in this game. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul. Norfolk Catholic enters this contest 17-8 on the year. 6-foot junior Hayden Kelly gets the start. 6'5" senior Nolan Fennessy. Carter Jansen is a 6'2" senior. Max Hammond, a 6-foot junior. And Braden Burbach, a 6'6" junior. Rounds out the starting lineup for head coach Kevin Manzer. Lots of height on that Norfolk Catholic squad. Less so here for Ponca, but they are fired up, as you can see. Dalton Lamprecht slapping 10 with each of his fellow 4 starters. Lamprecht, the key player for the Indians, is 5'11" and a senior. Tucker McGill starts, a 6-foot junior. Lamprecht's gonna wear out the skin on his shooting hands. Oh, he's going rapid speed. And there they announce him. Tucker McGill starts, a 6-foot junior. Tristan Bethelheimer, 6-foot junior. He's a sneaky athletic scorer. Zane Stark, a 6'2" junior. Austin Dendinger, a 6'1" junior. And they're led by veteran head coach Adam Pulaski. The Indians 22-2.
Yeah, Michael, I don't know if they're going to be able to shoot the basketball after those hand slaps going on over there. They might have some sore hands.
Don't want to wear out those shooting hands too early, do we? First loss for Ponca came on February 5th. It was in their conference tournament championship game to Wynot by 1 point. Wynot won in blowout fashion the Class D2 quarterfinals earlier today. They also fell at Vermillion, South Dakota. But Norfolk Catholic played a tougher schedule this year, and despite their slow start, have rounded into form nicely as the year has worn on.
Yeah, they've played well down the stretch. They're winning basketball games. when they matter, that 17-8 record is deceiving. Because the biggest thing about that, I think, again, you started slow. You know, you can certainly make the excuse that they played deep into the football season, obviously, and it's tough. You can't really get ready for basketball. But when this team has put it all together, they've been very good. And I think certainly with size is a factor in this game. And for Norfolk Catholic, you got to be good on the offensive end. That's really what slowed them down at times this year, is inability to score the basketball. But they're really good on defense, and it'll be a challenge for Ponca to score, especially inside against this bigger team.
A classic matchup, height versus speed. Norfolk Catholic, the 7 seed, Ponca, the 2 seed. We're underway with the Knights firing up a 3. Hayden Kelly is off the mark. Ponca looks to push, and what a swat! Oh, height wins the first battle against the speed. It's Nolan Fennessy swatting Dalton Lamprecht into the tunnel.
That's what Fennessy does right there. That's what makes him special on the basketball court, his defensive ability. He will make you think twice before you come in there, and even if he doesn't block the shot, oftentimes he alters the shot.
Oh, he showed no emotion. Cold-blooded after that rejection. Turning the corner, Zane Stark. Nothing but net. Pretty with the left hands.
Stark got past the top of that zone. Fennessy actually trailed over to the shooter, and that left Stark open for the two-pointer.
Ponca likes to press. There's a two-pointer. Stroked home, Braden Burbach.
I think that's an area where Norfolk Catholic needs to be good. Just knock down those, especially those mid-range jumpers when they're open.
Norfolk Catholic. Defense is their identity. They're attacking and aggressive. Coach Manser says, oh, they're not good when they sit back. They need to be pressuring you when you have the basketball. That's where they thrive. McGill, middle of the lane. Burbach not able to get a hand close enough to contest.
Even though they're smaller, Ponca's got to make plays in the lane, and a lot of times it needs to go inside and back out to your spot-up shooters. But if you can get some quality paint touches, it gives you a great chance.
Bevelheimer, good defense, altered that shot, but Fennessy is there to put it back in.
Well, you just got to be fundamentally sound with Fennessy. You've got to block him out, box him off the boards, and not allow those second chance opportunities, but that's easier said than done.
Lamprecht, no. Oh boy, watch out if he gets going from distance. That guy can light it up, but he missed his first. Here's Fennessy with the post touch. Works to his left and finishes at the rack.
Well, if Fennessy's able to catch a basketball in the low block like that, it's going to be a long afternoon for Ponca. That's 2 point-blank shots that Fennessy has had so far in this first quarter.
Future Husker feasting early on, and nobody with his size for Ponca. They'll have to work to limit him. Bevelheimer, shot altered. That time Burbach has a great contest.
Carter Jansen, the quarterback for the championship football team, he gets that rebound.
And driving to the basket, it's Max Hammond. 11.5 points per game, second best on the team. Able to find his way to the hoop.
With all the size, I think Max Hammond's a real X factor.
Hot shooting to start out this game. It's Bevelheimer rattling in the free throw line jumper, and the Indians knock the ball out of bounds.
Ponca shooting the basketball very well, and they're getting good looks. Again, another catch right just inside the free throw line for an open jumper. They're exploiting that 2-3 zone. Norfolk Catholic will have to be more aggressive, more active with their feet on that zone.
Handling this 2-2-1 full court zone press. The Knights unbothered. Hayden Kelly finds a seam. Through some contact, he's pushed and will shoot two.
They just kind of split the defenders there. Got enough contact to get to the free throw line. Norfolk Catholic is really good when they can beat you off the dribble. And as we talked about, those paint touches are big, really for both teams.
Norfolk Catholic, the lowest scoring team here in C2 at state, just 50 points per game. But again, defense is their identity, and they've been better on offense the second part of the season. And 4 players already in the scorebook for Norfolk Catholic with a 3-point lead.
That's a good sign if you're Norfolk Catholic. You want everybody involved offensively.
See how that defense stretches out to cause problems against Lamprecht. Good job helping out defensively there, Ponca. Brody Taylor getting some early minutes, the senior, averaging just 1.5 points per game.
It's pretty clear Norfolk Catholic's plan is to try to take the ball out of Dalton Lamprecht's hands, and so far a pretty good job of that. Turned him over right there.
There's Fennessy. Good skip pass. Gets the offensive rebound, and the big guy puts it in.
Well, Ponca fans wanting an over-the-back foul. They don't get it. Fennessy, offensive rebound and putback. He is a monster.
I'm with you. He's taller than 6'5".
Yeah, I think so.
Lamprecht, nothing going for him yet. Averages 15 points a game. Trying to create for a teammate here. It's Jansen for 3. And Burbach gets the rebound. Nolan Jansen with the miss. Good start for Norfolk Catholic. And it continues. Braden Burbach has hit 2 jumpers. The 6'6" post player showing he's more than a back to the basket guy.
Yeah, he's coming off the bench a lot of the year. He's getting the start here today. Only averages about 2 points a game. He's off to a fantastic start.
He'd only made 16 field goals on the whole season.
That's a great bonus there. Get some production out of him in that starting lineup.
And a turnover on Ponca. Tough beginning for Dalton Lamprecht and company. The Indians in their district final faced a challenge. Hastings St. Cecilia, about as tough of a 15 seed as you're going to find.
Yeah.
And similar to Norfolk Catholic, bunch of guys a little older than many of the Indians. Definitely bigger and stronger. St. Cecilia had a 4th quarter lead, but Ponca closed with a 12-0 run in the 4th quarter to win that game. Trip to the line for Nate Timmerman, who barreled his way to the rack.
And Nate Timmerman has been in the starting lineup a great deal of this season. He's coming off the bench in this one. And that's just an excellent drive. I love the attack. Take it right to the basket. And you saw some quickness from Timmerman there. That Ponca defense, that's kind of their calling card, is their quickness. And that time it was Timmerman that kind of out-quicked the Ponca D.
Foul on Tucker McGill. Look at the Norfolk Catholic student section. Both teams going with the whiteout today. Both the student sections, I should say.
I just thought they didn't have any clean clothes, so they just wore the white.
Miss at the line there for Timmerman. Ponca back at state after a 3-year drought. They made it 3 years in a row, 17 through 19. State champions in 2017 and 2018. Here the Indians commit a foul on the defensive rebounds.
Remember those Ponca teams, the Kingsbury boys, they were so good for Ponca. Those are fun teams to watch.
Logan the older, Carter the younger. Of course, Carter went on to play at the University of Iowa, following in his dad's footsteps.
Yeah, we still like him, though.
Norfolk Catholic in trouble in the backcourt. Kevin Manzer forced to call a timeout. We'll take our first break. We've played 6 minutes of basketball, and it's the Knights of Norfolk Catholic in front by 7.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
All right. Nolan Fennessy's sister has to be proud. He's getting it done in football and in basketball. Yeah, you're on the screen. Your first quarter is brought to you by John Henry's Our Family, serving yours. I'm Michael Shively, Lou Siefker with me, Jake Bartecki patrolling courtside. Norfolk Catholic called the timeout. They go to Braden Burbach. He has his shot blocked. Tucker McGill tracks it down. Indians so dangerous in transition. And it pays off with a 3. Zane Stark makes it a 4-point game.
That's definitely the key for the Indians. Get out and speed this game up and make Norfolk Catholic uncomfortable.
Right at the hoop, Carter Jansen can't finish, but does continue with the play. Helped out from his teammate, Hayden Kelly. Defended right after the defensive rebound and got the steal. Adam Pulaski on your screen, head coach for Ponca. He guided them to those state titles about 4 or 5 years ago. Lamprecht gets his hands on the ball. And it's Ponca basketball.
We just saw Adam Pulaski. He's done a great job with this program, and certainly this year, I think it really molded this team well. They play well together. They seem to just mesh really well, and some of that is just the kids that know and like each other, and it's certainly a coach that's put this team together.
Foul on Aiden Core. Just the first Norfolk Catholic foul. Last year, Ponca did not even make a district final. They lost in sub-district play. Went from that to being ranked #1 in the state midway through this season. Heck of a turnaround year to year. Now they're the 2 seed, trying to live up to their seed against a seasoned Norfolk Catholic group. Bevelheimer works it around his back, but Dendinger can't give him an assist. Max Hammonds smartly works the basketball back out. There they get it to Fennessy. The defense collapses. It's too late. Everyone's swarming to Fennessy. He missed it, but Burbach was there for the putback.
Really had to crash around Fennessy. They tried to triple team him, and Burbach, nobody's blocking him out because everybody's surrounding the big fella, and he just comes in there and gets that easy putback.
Long 2 for Bevelheimer, nearly went. Dendinger is stripped. A steal for Hammond. And through 1 quarter of action, Norfolk Catholic has the lead. They're in front of Ponca, 15-9 on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitor Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Look at each team's huddle. 8 minutes into this ball game and a 6-point cushion for Norfolk Catholic. The Knights likely happy with how this has developed. Dalton Lamprecht, the key player for Ponca, averaging 15 a game, held scoreless in the first quarter.
Yeah, certainly big for Ponca to win this game. You've got to get Lamprecht going a little bit. Norfolk Catholic's done a really good job taking him out of the equation. We've seen them even double team him out high, with just trying to get the basketball out of his hands, force someone else to step up and beat you.
There is Lamprecht. Got a shot fake up, now weaves inside and has it knocked loose. The defense for the Knights coming up big again.
Another turnover for Ponca. I got 5 on the early part of this ball game.
Just 1 on Norfolk Catholic. Saved inbounds to Hammond, and he finishes over McGill.
And Carter Jansen with a hustle play to save that basketball in. Great play.
McGill brings the ball up. Ponca does that when they want to get Lamprecht more involved. Try to get him off ball and maybe feed him. Instead, it's McGill with the pull-up jumper that misses. Fennessy going to work, going to the hole, missed it. And a scrap for the loose basketball. The tie-up will keep it with Norfolk Catholic. They have the possession arrow.
Well, Fennessy didn't make that shot, but I think you like that aggressive look. He's looking to score the basketball. I think that's a positive here today for Norfolk Catholic.
The Knights lob it to Burbach, keeps the ball high. The putback leads to a foul. There's Fennessy with the rebound and a chance at the line.
That's rebound number 4 already for Nolan Fennessy. 3 of them have been offensive rebounds. Not what you want if you're Ponca. You got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Oh, so effective there. 8 rebounds a game, more than 13 points, and hits the free throw. He has a game-high 7.
Be playing for Matt Rule next year. I think he's going to get on the floor before his career's done there in Lincoln. Or here in Lincoln, I guess.
I'm trying to follow perhaps in Ethan Piper's footsteps, the Norfolk Catholic product that also played basketball. Or perhaps his former teammate, Mr. Pieper, who went to Iowa.
Yeah, good
played
point.
on this court last year.
Pieper, Piper? Is that like a tongue twister or something? Or?
Pieper and Piper, and now Fennessy. No surprise, the Knights regularly churning out college football players. And Braden Burbach is making a massive impact in this game. His statistics do not stick out, but his play certainly is today.
Well, you're exactly right. I don't know that they trusted him early in the season, but he's obviously earned his respect and trust. And you see the way he's playing right now. Not only is he played well, but he brings that extra size. Really makes us a big team at 6'6".
Long arms, good rim protector there, denied Bevelheimer. The Norfolk Catholic fans making some noise. Ponca scoreless to start out the second quarter, and Stark can't change that. Nearly a turnover. Hayden Kelly attacks to the hoop and finishes with the right. What a burst by Hayden Kelly.
Good job by Kelly just to wait for that to develop and then found the driving lane and scored the bucket. Big play.
The Knights on fire. Timeout Ponca. The Indians trail by 11.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Zollner Ford and Lincoln. Meeting your sales, service, and parts needs. 5 Points Bank. Trust a better bank for your financial needs. And by Family Physical Therapy, getting you back in the game.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Hayden Kelly saw a seam and attacked. Finished with the right hand, and it's all Knights here in the early part of the second quarter.
Like the hesitation there. He just kind of froze the defense and then exploded through the lane there for the bucket.
Each team has taken one timeout. That was the first for Ponca. Coach Pulaski trying to calm his group down against this physically imposing Norfolk Catholic squad. Cutting off the entry pass, Hudson Fisher gets a steal. Now Fisher loses it, gets it back, and finds the sure hands of Fennessy. Now here's Fisher. Out of bounds, last touched by the Knights. Good defense by Ponca.
Now Ponca's got to find some flow offensively. Only 9 points here. Under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Still scoreless in the second quarter, Ponca. And another steal. Hudson Fisher again. Fisher dumps off the pass, and Lamprecht hustles back defensively to knock it out of bounds.
That's one side of Dalton Lamprecht that we haven't talked about. It's just the hustle plays, just that high motor that he has, and get back to eliminate that. You know, would have been an easy bucket for Norfolk Catholic. Ponca's got to take better care of the basketball. 7 turnovers already, not even halfway through the second quarter.
Fennessy on the bench. And a jump ball is a turnover. Ponca quickly seizes the opportunity with the star for Norfolk Catholic sitting down. Have not been able to figure out that 2-3. Dendinger's jumper is missed. Only 4 made field goals for Ponca.
Dendinger's shot was at the high post, but it was a bit of a fadeaway. That's a difficult shot.
Really struggling to get it to the hoop against this lengthy Norfolk Catholic group. Fisher again, and this time it goes. Hudson Fisher, the 5'9" junior, sinks the 3 ball, and it's all going Norfolk Catholic's way.
Now Fisher's looking to shoot there, knocks down that 3, averages 3 a game, but I think he's a capable scorer.
10 straight for the Knights. Comes to an end. Tucker McGill silences Norfolk Catholic with that straightaway tray.
Yeah, McGill's a good player, and he's one of those guys, along with Lamprecht, that they're expecting to score. That's a big bucket there just to get that lid off the hoop.
6-foot junior with the big shot, now playing defense. Guarding Hammond. Spin move and a foul. Nate Timmerman on the penetration. And they'll tag Bevelheimer for his second for Ponca.
That's kind of an ugly collision there. Both guys hit the floor, but Bevelheimer, he might have got kneed in the leg there in that collision.
Yeah, he's having to limp to the sideline right now on the side of your screen. Both players actually wind up on the bench after that collision.
I think Bevelheimer will be okay. I've had that happen before where you catch a knee right in the side of your knee, and that really hurts.
Fisher wants another and gets it. Hudson Fisher, huge minutes off the bench.
Well, you're looking for an X factor. It just might be Hudson Fisher. 2 straight 3-pointers.
Ponca desperately needs some offense. And Fisher, another deflection. Lamprecht for three. No. Now McGill. He's strong. Fisher the rebound. Hurls it up ahead. Numbers for the Knights. Bounce pass a little off target, but it doesn't slow down Carter Jansen, who's heading to the line to shoot two.
Well, you see where Ponca's shots are coming from. They're all perimeter jumpers and really kind of out of rhythm of the offense. Just kind of a one dribble jump shot sort of thing, and not Ponca's strength. And Norfolk Catholic really exploiting it. They're the team getting out and running. They're capable of this. They generally play more of a deliberate offensive game, but they're able to get Ponca in transition, and they're making hay with it.
Be sure to stick around for halftime. We'll have your halftime highlights brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman will help make your jewelry dreams come true. Into the contest for Norfolk Catholic, Leighton Burbach, a 6'7" sophomore. Fennessy secures the rebound and gets the basket. Cannot be denied inside.
They're just so big and strong, just so difficult to keep off the glass. And you mentioned Leighton Burbach. Nice to have 6'7" to come in off the bench.
Not too shabby. Three ball from the right wing, short. But there's McGill again for a second chance opportunity. Norfolk Catholic winning the second quarter, 14-3.
Yeah, and Ponca just really kind of forcing shots. They have no rhythm offensively at this moment.
Fisher again. Can't bank it in. And tag Norfolk Catholic with that foul. The first on Jansen.
And Carter Jansen battling Dettinger there for that rebound and picks up the foul. But you'll live with some of those, just with the aggressiveness. I think if you coach Manzer, you're happy with the style that Norfolk Catholic's playing in. They've been the more aggressive team by far here in this first half.
7 players have scored for Norfolk Catholic, 3 for Ponca. And Dalton Lamprecht is not one of those 3. Stark is. Add 2 more to his line, a team-high 7.
That's stuck on the back of the rim, but Ponca will take it. They just need shots to start falling.
Hammond around the Fennessy screen. Finds Burbach, doubled, and a steal. Dendinger comes away with it. Now Lamprecht in open court is pushed from behind. Not a shooting foul. Not yet in the bonus, just the second team foul. It's Leighton Burbach committing his first.
That's the key for Ponca to get back in this game. Turn this into a track meet. Turn this into an open floor game and speed that tempo up. I think that Ponca plays better when this game is a little bit faster. Even though Norfolk Catholic's had some transition opportunities, Ponca's offense has been largely half court.
Deep three-ball Lamprecht. Harsh off of the rim, but there's McGill, another offensive rebound.
He's got 6 total rebounds here in the first half. McGill's been battling.
Bevelheimer takes the jumper. And Ponca, Norfolk Catholic, go for the rebound. It's out of bounds off the Indians.
Ponca's going to throw some pressure, but unless Norfolk Catholic turns it over here, I would expect that Coach Manzer will have them play for 1 shot.
Nobody in the bonus yet, so some fouls to give. Kelly across the timeline. And they'll set up, running some clock to get that final look. Into Fennessy against 3 defenders, and count the basket. Nolan Fennessy with 11 first half points and a roar after that bucket.
Well, they didn't get the last shot, but they got the best shot. Low post, Nolan Fennessy, just Bevelheimer, I mean, you feel bad for him. There's not a lot you can do there. Once Fennessy catches it that low, that's a problem. Even if you, the double team came kind of late, you got to double team quicker before he's able to catch the ball and turn to shoot.
Called that on Lamprecht, his first. Three-point play for Fennessy. Bevelheimer, Stark fires, and it's short. And the first half belongs to Norfolk Catholic in dominant fashion. They're the 7 seed, but throw that out the window. The Knights mean business in Lincoln, and they have the large cushion over Ponca. Stay with us. At halftime, we have your halftime highlights, some statistics, rundowns, look at the bracket, and we'll get you ready for the third quarter next.
I've had the opportunity to work with so many outstanding students and parents in my 37 years as a public school teacher. The two things I've noticed they all have in common: a love for their community and a pride in their school. I've seen that pride in my science students who become scientists, in parents who show up for every game and every parent-teacher conference, in former students who become community leaders. Nebraska public schools are indeed the heart of our communities.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
I think if you're somebody who's starting a business, or you're a farmer, or you just want somewhere to trust with your finances, you should choose Midwest Bank, because we work very hard to understand your situation and be a part of every step that you're going through. We truly care what's happening in our communities. We want to be out there, be a part of what's going on, and you'll feel the heart that we have for our communities. You'll feel the belief we have in our customers, and you'll really understand that that's the Midwest Bank way.
All Norfolk Catholic to begin this game, a 32-14 cushion. I'm Michael Shifley, he's Lou Siefker. Jake Bartecki is our courtside reporter, and the Knights have imposed their will. That's what Coach Manzer says they love to do on defense. They've been forcing turnovers and then gathering the offensive rebounds on top of that.
Yeah, they're rebounding and they're playing defense well, which is what we expect. I'm impressed with the way they've played offense. They've passed the ball crisply. They've been able to get the ball inside to Fennessy. Fennessy with some good passes, and then Fennessy is just, he is what he is. He's very difficult, so big and strong, you can't keep him off the glass. But this team, and also knocking down some threes. So if they start knocking down threes, we just talked about it, Norfolk Catholic could win this whole thing.
They're not your normal 7 seed, that's for sure. Let's take a look at that halftime highlight package brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. A lot of Nolan Fennessy to begin this game. Future Husker football player looking the part for the Knights. Now here's Braden Burbach. He's been a great spark in that starting 5 for the Knights. Hit a couple of long twos, also had a 2-hand block. And there's a 3-ball for Zane Stark. Without him, Ponca would be in real trouble. He had 7 first-half points. Hayden Kelly bringing the ball up. Saw a glimmer of light streaking through there and went after it. Got the bucket. Couple of 3-balls. Hudson Fisher really gave some quality minutes off the bench.
Yeah, he was big. Those threes were huge.
Tucker McGill had the answer. That 3-ball ended what was a 10-0 run for Norfolk Catholic. But Nolan Fennessy ended the first half with that and one. He went on to make the free throw. That brought us to this 32-14 mark. Jake Bartecki is standing by with more. He's posted up there on the sideline.
Well, Norfolk Catholic up big here at halftime. They lead at 32-14, and Norfolk Catholic is no stranger to success recently in boys sports, particularly in football. A state-leading 12 state titles, and Jeff Beller, a Hall of Fame head coach in Nebraska high school sports. Now, it might take a little bit of time, but Norfolk Catholic, with a trip to state this year, they have an opportunity to start putting a dent into that football number, maybe get basketball to the level of the football program. Guys?
Well, thank you, Jake. And looking across the way right now, I see Jeff Beller. He's hanging out his activities director role, making sure the student section stays in line. Has to like what he's seeing from his football players on the basketball court.
Yeah, I spoke with Coach Beller before the game, and he's sporting a very impressive championship ring from last year. I joked that it was his Super Bowl ring, but yeah, one of the great, not only great coaches, but one of the great gentlemen in sports here in the state of Nebraska is Jeff Beller.
Well, folks, we have the second half coming your way next. Before that, we'll have a thought or two from the coaches. Stay with us. The C2 quarterfinals continue on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Atlas Fiber Internet has definitely increased the productivity of our office. It's one of those things with internet and being a marketing company, we have to have it on and running all the time. And it's always up. We don't run into lags, we don't run into latency issues. It doesn't vary throughout the day, it doesn't vary on weekends or busy time periods. We have local service here. We need to go talk to somebody. They're just a quarter of a mile away for us to be able to chat with somebody. And that is a huge peace of mind for me as a business owner. So I would not hesitate at all to recommend Allo to anybody.
Salas weaving in, weaving out, and skying for...
Hey sports fans, looking for a convenient pit stop before or after the game? Look no further than Good To Go convenience stores. We're here to keep you going. Fuel up your tank with a refreshing drink and grab one more snack for the road. Good To Go, your winning play for game day.
And hey, I can dunk it too.
Good To Go convenience stores. Fuel up for the game locations in Lincoln, York, Geneva, Bruning, and Hebron.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said...
It wasn't.
but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa checking at Liberty First Credit Union.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Hello, this is Greg from Family Physical Therapy. We've grown a lot since we opened our doors in 1993, but our philosophy remains to provide excellent patient care above all else. Our patients are greeted with smiles, and our therapists are driven by their patients' success and achieving goals. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy to those of all ages. Family Physical Therapy has locations across Nebraska. Stop by a clinic near you today.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Hey, there he is, the activities director. He's flashing that ring you're talking about. There's Jeff Beller.
That's awesome.
All-time winningest coach in Nebraska high school football history. Enjoying his time with the Knights student section.
Yeah, the thing I like most about Jeff Beller is that you'd never know that, right? That he's the most successful coach. He just treats everybody well and top-notch guy.
32-14 here at halftime, an 18-point lead for Norfolk Catholic. Jake Bartecki was able to catch up with both of the coaches. He has a report for us from the sidelines.
To go for the second half, got a chance to talk with both Coach Kevin Manzer and Coach Pulaski for Ponca at the break. First off, for Norfolk Catholic, Kevin Manzer very pleased with his team's effort. Said the job's not done, however. He would like to see them rebound a little bit better, push them out of the paint a little bit. And on top of that, he also said, don't let up, don't take your foot off the gas, because I said, and as he said, the job's not done. For Coach Pulaski, wasn't the most pleased with that first half, understandably so, but he said his message to the team at the break, the goal was to be there at the end, get this thing down to single digits, and try to keep them out of the paint on the flip side. Guys?
Well, thanks, Jake. That's easier said than done, right, Lou, to keep Norfolk Catholic out of the paint.
Yeah, good luck with that, right? I mean, they're so hard to do. They just got to rebound well and get it good position if you're Ponca, and don't allow those easy putbacks on that offensive glass. That's going to be key. For Ponca, you got to get in your offensive flow. I think how many assists they have, here's a steal, will determine if they come back in this game.
Dalton Lamprecht not able to finish, trying to spin it in off of the backboard, but a good steal for the Indians to start out a second half, or they need to erase an 18-point deficit.
They got the steal, did not score in transition. Those opportunities, if you're going to come back, Ponca's got to be good in transition here in the second half.
Trying to cut it to single digits. They're heading to this fourth quarter. That's what the goal was from Coach Pulaski. Dendinger took a tough spill there. He's going to stay in the game. Goes against Tucker McGill, his second for Ponca.
Fantasy back at the free throw line. That's what you don't want if you're Ponca. You want him to be really quiet offensively. Misses that free throw, but he has been very loud in the first half on both ends of the floor.
12 first half points, nearly equaling Ponca's team total.
Now, he said about Ponca, how many assists they have will determine if they come back. A lot of their shots, especially that second quarter, were just off the dribble, forced jump shots. There's an assist, and they get the bucket. There you go.
Zane Stark, the bright spot for Ponca, averages 5.5 points a game, has 9 here today.
Yeah, he's going to get those opportunities there right at the free throw line against that zone.
Well, the high post is how you beat a zone.
Yep.
And Stark has been making a living at it today. There he commits the foul. That is his second, and the second team foul in the first minute of the third quarter.
And that's what they did in the first half, Ponca, when they were scoring, was get the ball around that high post and make things happen. Not so much in the second quarter.
Braden Burbach goes to work over the top of Stark, who is not 100% right now.
Another steal.
And it goes. Max Hammond with the steal and the basket. And a terrific start to the second half for Norfolk Catholic.
All right, Norfolk Catholic playing at such a high level. They're ready to blow this thing open. Ponca's got to get going here on both ends here. They've got to score, but you can't allow the turnovers and the extra opportunities for the Norfolk Catholic Knights.
Here's Stark, keeping the play alive, giving up some size, fighting through it. There's Bevelheimer with the rebounds. Lamprecht, fadeaway jumper, no. He has yet to score, the leading scorer on the year for Ponca. Fennessy leading the break, finds a teammate, and a nifty finish for Hayden Kelly.
Well, Norfolk Catholic right now putting on a clinic. They're playing well on both ends of the floor, and now a timeout for Ponca.
Coach Pulaski knows his team's in trouble. Just past the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter of action, and it's all Knights taking it to the Indians.
Hello, this is Greg from Family Physical Therapy. We've grown a lot since we opened our doors in 1993, but our philosophy remains to provide excellent patient care above all else. Our patients are greeted with smiles, and our therapists are driven by their patients' success and achieving goals. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy to those of all ages. Family Physical Therapy has locations across Nebraska. Stop by a clinic near you today.
Nolan Fennessy, how about that? The big fella leading the break, dumping off the pass, and give him credit for that assist on the good finish by Hayden Kelly.
Well, you got Nolan Fennessy leading the break. And it ends up like that. You're doing pretty good. That Fennessy shows his ability to handle the basketball.
Dendinger blocked by Burbach. Fires it up again, and it just pops out. Braden Burbach has been an absolute monster today.
Yeah, he has really played well, getting a chance to start.
Averages 2 points, 3 boards a game. He has 8 points today. Lamprecht has his pocket picked. Hayden Kelly up ahead, and the lay-in goes. That's Max Hammond from Kelly, and the route is on.
Great job by Kelly to get the steal and look up the floor to Hammond, who is running the floor. Hammond's an excellent finisher. That's just a great play on both those guys.
Deep 3-ball Bevelheimer, and there's Burbach to clean it up. Knights, they have numbers again. Lamprecht saw where that was going to go. Norfolk Catholic on an 8-0 run. They've limited Ponca to 3 made field goals since the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, Ponca was getting the ball inside that first quarter, inside that zone, and getting some paint touches, plays right around that high post, but not much since then. They've really shut them down.
This game was 13-9.
Yeah.
Nate Timmerman called for a charge.
So Lamprecht draws the charge. You got to find something for Lamprecht here in rhythm of the offense, not just like an isolated dribble against, man-on-man play. You want to get him open, get a shot to fall, and maybe you can, kind of break that lid again that's been there in the entire game for Dalton.
Another good contest by Norfolk Catholic. Max Hammond with the closeout, denying Lamprecht the opportunity. And another steal. The Knights defense just ruthless today. Max Hammond doing the honors there. Fennessy got low post position. They didn't get him the ball. Here he is against Nolan Jansen. And commits the foul. Let's go in the other way.
Yeah, missed that long, and that's what you saw right there with Taylor, much smaller than Fennessy. Just get the position, get inside. Fennessy was being aggressive, trying to get his own missed shot and pick up the foul, but it was largely due to Taylor's position.
Kevin Manzer has to like what he's seeing from his team. Sixth-year head coach for Norfolk Catholic. Replacing Shane Anderson. Won a state title with the Knights. Now Kevin Manzer guiding this program to 3 straight appearances at state. Lost in the quarterfinals in that OT game to Amherst last year. Made the state semifinals a couple of years ago. Three-pointer up. And it's short. Oh. Good look for Fisher. 2 bodies tumbled to the deck.
Yeah, Carter Jansen went down and Bevelheimer fell over him. Bevelheimer took a pretty hard spill, but tough kid, he's up.
You see this collision down low. The foul was on Jansen. Bevelheimer almost does a full somersault there. Tristan Bevelheimer and Dalton Lamprecht are the 2 leading scorers for Ponca. On average, they combine to score 26 points a game. Today, they have 2.
Wow.
Lamprecht turns it over again. Fisher, extra pass. It's a little double bouncer to the outside. Deep 3 ball. Back rim for Hammond, but there's an offensive rebound.
How about Hudson Fisher? How well has he played with his minutes in this one?
Huge bench minutes for number 0 in red and white. Fisher, a 5'9" junior. We talked so much about the height for the Knights, but it's when one of their more slight players who's had an enormous contribution today.
Yeah, they've really gotten, some contribution from guys like Fisher and guys like Burblock, although he's in the starting lineup, isn't a guy that normally starts, but they have both stepped up and played well, and that makes this team very difficult to beat.
And Coach Manzer saying, yeah, okay, we lost 3 of our first 4. You have the football season means you don't get too many practices when you make the state title game. There's a good steal for Ponca, but it was more than just the football scenario. Bevelheimer draws the foul. Tag Norfolk Catholic's Fennessy for his second. They just brought back 1 starter. There's only 1 returning starter on this Norfolk Catholic team. They needed to figure out their roles. Coach Manzer said they really didn't figure out who to lean on from the guard position offensively until about January.
Right, and it goes kind of hand in hand. You didn't have a lot of practices with your team due to football, and then you got a young team, and it did take his team a while to gel, but it's never where you start in basketball, it's where you finish.
Stark trying from distance. And scrapping around there. Ben Bodlock trying to get it away from Fennessy. It stays with Ponca. Coach Adam Pulaski on your screen. Says he loves this senior class. Is so happy they're able to get here to state. They hadn't been. They were 8th graders when Ponca made it the last time. Carter Jansen, no. Fennessy, Blocked out of bounds. Nope, there's a foul. He'll get to shoot 2.
Another offensive rebound for Nolan Fennessy. That's 6 offensive rebounds. 8 rebounds on the game. 6 have been on the offensive glass.
Well on his way to a possible double-double. He has 13 points. Make it 14. Foul was on Bevelheimer, his 3rd.
We know Fennessy can score the basketball, 13 points a game, but there's been some games where he's been pretty quiet on the offensive end. If they're going to win state, you've got to have him play like he is today and really looking to score the basketball.
Winner of this game gets the winner of the next one. Stark again nearly got it to fall. That is Cedar Catholic against Lincoln Lutheran in the 3 versus 6. Good shot fake. Penetration for Core. The ball winds up with Fennessy again. He knows exactly what to do with it. Puts it away for a game-high 17 points.
Well, you get the strip, and where does it end up? In the hands of Nolan Fennessy in the lane. That's just bad luck for Ponca.
And another timeout for the Indians. 1:13 remaining in the 3rd quarter here on the Aurora Cooperative Scoreboard.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
I'm Michael Scheifele. Lou Siefker is with me. Jake Bartecki on the sidelines. I'll be handing off to him after this game. He'll have Cedar Catholic against Lincoln Lutheran immediately following this one. Ponca in big trouble. 9 points in the 1st quarter. 5 combined points since then. And a steal for Fisher, and Lamprecht barrels into Hayden Kelly.
Yeah, Lamprecht with a hard foul, but immediately he and Kelly slap hands. They know it wasn't anything dirty, so just a good clean foul there by Lamprecht.
And Ponca now with 5 team fouls. Means 2 free throws coming for Kelly. And just a look of dejection on Dalton Lamprecht's face. We're talking about one of the top playmakers in Class C2. Described by Norfolk Catholic coach Kevin Manzer as a truly special player. He's been held scoreless.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Nothing. He hasn't had as much as a good look all day.
Yeah, the only open shots he's really had have been from about 25 feet away from the basket. And tough even for a guy like him to make those shots. But again, they've not come in rhythm. He hasn't had any shots, off an assist, really.
Credit Norfolk Catholic's defense for their work limiting Lamprecht. 4 fouls now on Tristan Bevelheimer of Ponca. He has to take a seat. Carter Jansen hits 1 out of the 2. 14-0 run in favor of the Knights. McGill going to work. Leaves it short in the long arms of Mr. Nolan Fennessy.
There's your double-double for Fennessy, 10th rebound.
17 and 10. We're not yet through the 3rd quarter. We picked the correct key player, Lou.
I think we did.
Ball stays with Norfolk Catholic. Their last state championship, 2011. They're hoping to get back there. Be their first appearance in the state title since then.
You mentioned that semifinal loss they had a couple years ago to Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. That game, there was kind of a controversial no call there at the end of that game. I mean, that was a great Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family team. But Norfolk Catholic was right there with them.
Another bucket for Fennessy. Deep three. No. And Ponca can't get off another shot. And that takes us to the fourth quarter. A dominant showing for Norfolk Catholic, taking it to the 2 seed. The Knights finish it off next.
Zollner Ford in Beatrice has options to make the process of buying or maintaining vehicles easy and enjoyable. If you have your sights on a new vehicle, a member of our sales team would love to show it to you in the warmth of our showroom or bring it right to your driveway. For maintenance, we offer a few options to make service appointments convenient, like free pickup and delivery within 25 miles of Beatrice, including all of Lincoln. We can also come to you with our mobile service unit to help quickly get going again. Zollner Ford in Beatrice. Sales and service with a smile.
Norfolk Catholic fans sitting down in advance of this fourth quarter. They're going to do the roller coaster. Fourth quarter is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. Michael Shifley, Lou Siefker, Jake Bartecki with you on News Channel Nebraska.
Michael, it was 15-9 Norfolk Catholic after the first quarter. They have outscored Ponca 34-7 the last 2 quarters. Talk about domination.
Oh boy. And put those top seeds on notice here at the state basketball tournament. Amherst, the number 1 seed, struggled with number 8 Bridgeport before eventually putting the Bulldogs away. The 2 seed poised to lose to the 7 seed right here. And oh, by the way, in Class A at Pinnacle Bank Arena, number 1 Bellevue West trails number 8 Creighton Prep in the fourth quarter, 34-29.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of upsets, Michael. I've been saying it. A lot of upsets coming in this boys tournament.
Well, that makes it all the more fun. We have a full slate today, tomorrow, Friday. Every game at the Devaney Center today and tomorrow. We move over to PBA for the semifinals on Friday. McGill, 2-hand swat. Burbach got the better of him there. Stark for 3, and there it ends the drought. Zane Stark, his second 3-ball, and that stops a 16-0 run.
You see where that shot came from, well beyond the 3-point arc. If you're Norfolk Catholic, you'll live with those shots.
Stark is the bright spot here for Ponca. He's a junior, one of 4 juniors in the starting lineup. Sure, Ponca's going to lose Lamprecht, their headliner, but they bring a lot back, and Stark might be a guy they're looking to score a lot of points in the future.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this team, this does have a bright future in this program. Lamprecht's a great player, but a lot of good players coming back.
Dendinger falling away, missed the shot. Carter Jansen with the board. These juniors and seniors for Ponca got lots of playing time as freshmen and sophomores. They took their lumps. And really, no one stops Max Hammond. Turned the corner and then had a clean look at 2.
Yeah, Hammond's a solid player. He'd be a guy that if it's a close game, he might look to Max Hammond to dribble drive and make a play.
He has 8 points today. Fennessy almost tipped it in. Got the board.
Score on both ends of the floor, literally there.
There he is distributing. Burbach, too tall off the window, and Fennessy will get to shoot 2 after the foul on Dendinger.
That was rebound number 13 for Nolan Fennessy. Just an average day at the office, I guess, for Mr. Fennessy.
I think he has an appointment with Jake Bartecki here after this game.
We don't want to scare him away.
True. We'll be talking to the winning coach and player of the game following this contest. And this Ponca team, mentioned they got a lot of playing time when they were young, these players. That's why Coach Pulaski says they're extra motivated. They took the losses. They didn't make a district final for a couple seasons in a row. They took their lumps. They earned this spot this year. They got a 22-2 record.
Yeah, it's a good team. It's unfortunate. You feel badly right now for Ponca because I think this team's a lot better than they've showed here this afternoon. This is a good team, and they've been good all year.
Fennessy at the hoop. Too easy.
Yeah, he's had a lot of those. He has been in and around the paint all afternoon.
And Lamprecht. That's a shooting foul. He has a chance for his first points of the game.
Personal foul, Norfolk Catholic number 12, Greg Burbach. His first personal foul, team's first. At the line for Ponca, number 13,
Dalton Lamprecht. Coach Adam Pulaski, lots of positive things to say about his star senior. Still looking for that first point. He's loved the game since he was little. His older brother was a senior on the 2017 state title game, or state title team. Dalton was a manager. He progressed to become the stat guy. Then he was the video guy. And you know, he does so much. He does research. He'll go to YouTube, look up drills on how to get better at basketball. He's wanted it since he was a kid. It's tough to see him have such a difficult game in what will be his final game as an Indian.
You see, when he misses 2 free throws, you know it's an off day for Dalton Lamprecht. You feel bad. This kid's an outstanding player. I've seen him play this year, and he is electric. And Norfolk Catholic has done a great job slowing him down.
Both sides going to get a chance here today to get everybody on the court. Jansen will shoot 2.
Carter Jansen, another one of those football stars for Norfolk Catholic. He's used to that sort of contact. Another strong guy takes a strong drive into the paint, gets fouled.
Coach Manzer saying one of those turning points in the middle part of the year that really led this team to break out was when he realized he just needed to let Carter Jansen cut loose. Simplified things to let Carter's athleticism shine through. He excels in transition with putbacks. If you get him the ball in the mid-range, he'll drive it to the hoop. That was one of the key things, he said, Coach Manzer, what made this team really win down the stretch.
Oh, he's such a good athlete. You got to be able to allow him to make plays. And, yeah, that's a good observation from Coach Manzer, because allowing Jansen to get going, it's a smart idea.
Charging through the screen, that's a foul on Aiden Core. Just the second team foul on Norfolk Catholic this half, or this quarter.
Well, Michael, I never thought I'd say this, but we're 3 points away from a running clock.
The Knights have Fennessy on the bench. Some of their reserves in the ball game now.
You knock down a 3 here, then that starts that clock ticking away.
Well, Jake mentioned it in the pregame, but this is a future conference matchup.
Yep.
Ponca had been in the Lewis and Clark Conference for 57 years.
Long time.
Next year, they're going to be a member of the Mid-State Conference.
It's going to make that conference scary good.
Oh, man. Tristan Bevelheimer, no. Another board for Burbach. He has been an absolute beast today. Many of the members of the Lewis and Clark breaking off to form a new conference. Some of the bigger schools in Lewis and Clark with some of the bigger schools in the Niobrara Valley. Add Lutheran High Northeast, who was without a conference, to that group, and they have an 8-team conference yet to be named. Wakefield, a C2 school in Lewis and Clark, they're moving to the East Husker, and Ponca is making it an even 10 in the Mid-State Conference. Tough take. There's Bevelheimer with the block.
I know Bevelheimer's still down.
There's a foul to stop action on Hammond. Well, I was able to see that district final win for Ponca over St. Cecilia. Tristan Bevelheimer led the Indians in scoring. He's a big reason why they made it here to state.
Absolutely.
That'll likely finish his night. Bevelheimer takes a seat. A hug for Dalton Lamprecht. The senior gets a huge round of applause from the Ponca faithful.
Dalton Michael Lamprecht was one of my favorite players I've watched all year this year, and that's I don't have a rooting interest in this game, but it's sad to see him have an off game here at state.
Oh, there's a good take. And Ben Bodlock, he's a senior and takes advantage of that opportunity.
Get one to go down. Norfolk Catholic out rebounding Ponca in this ball game 33-15. That's quite dominant.
Three-pointer is up and down. Aiden Core splashes home the triple. There's a basket. And it's Bodlock again.
And Bodlock gets one to go. Now all of a sudden Ponca's knocking down some shots with the subs in the ball game.
Fisher wants three. Offensive rebound for Norfolk Catholic. And there is Leighton Burbach. Well, two Burbachs on the court today. They had an older brother that was on that state semifinalist team a couple of years ago.
And all of them are very, very tall.
And Coach Manzer said actually three starting juniors, Burbach, Hammond, Kelly, all three of them had brothers in the same class that senior class, a special group that made the state semis. But while they have the same bloodlines, they're all great athletes. They're all extremely different personality-wise. It's not like coaching their brothers at all.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Everybody getting a chance to play, getting a chance to have some state experience. Boy, what a performance today by the Knights. They have been about as good as I've seen them in a long, long time.
Two shots coming. Free throw opportunities for Callan Marshall.
Our next ball game, Cedar Catholic and Lincoln Lutheran. Cedar Catholic was the last team to beat Norfolk Catholic this season. And they did so impressively by 15 points.
Lincoln Lutheran, a squad that took down defending state champion Ashland Greenwood. Defending C1 state champion Ashland Greenwood earlier this year. That'll be likely a competitive game. Fisher with the steal. And it's Norfolk Catholic ball. Certainly hope you stick around for that game. And then we'll have a couple of Class D2 games to finish out the night. Class C2 bracket, Amherst winners earlier, so was Cross County. It'll be 1 versus 5. They'll be joined by the 7 seed. Couple of upsets. Minor upset in the 5 over the 4, and the major, the 7 seed over the 2 seed here at Norfolk Catholic. A mighty impressive showing. They didn't lead wire to wire, but from the end of the first quarter to the finish of the game, it was complete dominance.
Absolutely. Interesting if Norfolk Catholic and Cross County were ever to play. They're both big teams, both tall, lengthy ball clubs.
Size on size there. Deep 3 ball, no. And out of bounds to Norfolk Catholic. Ponca gets back to state, ending a few years where they didn't make the journey. Norfolk Catholic will be back to the state semifinals for the second time in 3 years. The final score in the Class C2 quarterfinals, Norfolk Catholic 62, Ponca 23. The Knights dominate. And Norfolk Catholic will play the winner of Cedar Catholic and Lincoln Lutheran for a spot in the state championship game. Stay with us. An interview with the winning coach and player of the game is next on NCN.
Your life can change with one heartbeat, and that was mine. Pregnant at 16, scared, and wondering how my mother would react was terrifying. This is Selma. I made the right decision. I can't imagine if I would have ended this beautiful life. Your baby is a person that deserves their life and your love. Adelina has filled my life with tremendous joy. There are difficult times, it's a life changer, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. My faith is my strength. You are not alone. Call your local pastor to talk.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Start your next journey with Woodhouse. Our commitment extends beyond just selling cars. We offer an unparalleled car buying experience that allows you to shop and buy all online. Explore an array of new brands, makes, and models, as well as our large selection of pre-owned vehicles. And it's easy to get started today with our streamlined purchasing process online, granting you the freedom to secure your next vehicle anytime, anywhere. Discover a better way to buy with Woodhouse.
This is Amy from Magnolia's Home Decor and Design in downtown Norfolk.
And I'm Kate. Let's welcome in spring.
If you're ready for vibrant colors, silk florals that are remarkably real, and a new look for inspiring your space, come visit us at Magnolia's.
From spring to everyday designs for your home, we've been busy creating looks that will make your home warm and inviting for your friends and family.
Watch us live on Facebook 6 days a week. Stop in and see us in downtown Norfolk or visit us online at shopmagnoliasonline.com.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Standing by with the winning head coach from Norfolk Catholic, Mr. Kevin Manzer. First off, Coach, congratulations. Take me through that game. That was a dominating performance and definitely turned some heads.
Yeah, for sure. Our guys just followed the game plan. You know, they do a great job of that. They trust the process. We knew that Ponca had a lot of weapons, and we needed to work extremely hard to take those away. On the offensive end, we knew that if we spaced and attacked, we should be able to get some finishes at the rim. But the main thing is it's all on the guys. Like the aggression that they started the game with, the confidence. Braden Burbach stands out to me. You know, that's as aggressive as he's ever been. Then Hudson Fisher off the bench to be able to provide a spark like that. We've been grooming those guys all season for this, and they showed up big time.
Tell me about the game plan on Dalton Lamprecht. Held him scoreless. Not many teams can say that this season.
Yeah, he's a special kid, and we just watched a lot of film on him, and the guys understood his tendencies, and we knew we were going to have to protect the three-point line, and if we could protect the three-point line, we thought the math worked out in our favor.
Tell me about our player of the game over here, Nolan Fennessy, how dominant he was and what he's meant to this team this season, which has faced a lot of adversity.
Yeah, he's just a special kid. I'm so excited for his future. So happy to have him as part of the team. There just isn't a more selfless individual. He understands sports. He understands his role on the team, when to take over, when to get other guys involved. But to open the game with a block that he did, that's very Nolan-like, where he lets you know right away that he's there, and his physical presence is just overwhelming. So I'm happy for him and really proud of the way that he's taken this team on his shoulders along with our other senior Jr., Carter Jansen. Both of them I just can't say enough about.
I'd want him on my team. Coach, congratulations to you. Good luck in the semifinals.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll bring in Nolan Fennessy. Nolan, come on in here. Let's have a conversation, my friend. Nolan, 22 points, 13 rebounds, a double-double. What worked for you today?
My teammates helping him out, and then Coach Manzi put in a great game plan. He just said, like, have fun and just play here, play for you.
Take me through your chase down block in that first quarter. What did you see, and what led to it? I mean, it looked like LeBron against Draymond Green there.
It's the start of the game, so try and make a statement. So when I saw them hustling, I got hustled back. So, and then he gave it up, so I'm like, I might as well just block this, so I did.
Got the place jumping, did he indeed. You go to the semifinals now as a 7 seed, and it didn't look like a 2 versus 7. It looked like a competitive matchup. You guys looked a lot better than that. What does this win kind of make a statement about this group?
It just shows how aggressive we are, that our defense, we can fly around out there, and we can cause turnovers and limit points, limit teams to scoring, so it's just great.
22 points, 13 rebounds for our player of the game, Nolan Fennessy. Nolan, good luck in the semis.
Thank you.
We'll send this one back to Michael New to wrap it up. Then it's time for Lincoln Lutheran coming up here in a little bit.
Yes, Cedar Catholic, Lincoln Lutheran warming up right now, but let's see how that game finished. Thanks to the Knights for taking time for that post-game conversation. Your post-game highlights, your top plays, brought to you by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Number 2, Ponca, 22-2 against number 7, Norfolk Catholic, 17-8 on the season. A Northeast Nebraska showdown, and Braden Burbach stretching the defense. He averaged 2 points a game. He got 8 points today. Came up big. So did Nolan Fennessy, something he's done all year long. The future Nebraska football walk-on showed his athleticism and size today. Zane Stark trying to keep Ponca in this game, splashes that 3. That made it 13-9. Everything after that, that went the way of Norfolk Catholic. There's Hudson Fisher off the bench, provided some huge minutes with steals, also dropped in a couple of 3-pointers. And the route on at this point, 10 straight Norfolk Catholic points before the 3 goes for Tucker McGill, but then it's more Norfolk Catholic. They lead 32-14 at halftime. Second half, and the Knights come out meaning business. A steal and a finish for Max Hammond, 2 of his 8 points. Another transition opportunity at the hoop. Hayden Kelly knocks it through off of the window, and we go to the fourth quarter with this game 49-16. Ponca had just 2 points the entire third quarter. Zane Stark was the bright spot. He had 12 of his team's 23, but everything went Norfolk Catholic's way. A 3-pointer for Aiden Core to finish off the Indians. Norfolk Catholic gets a dominant upset win, 62-23 over Ponca. So the Knights are on to the state semifinals. They join Amherst and Cross County as winners at the Bob Devaney Sports Center today. One final Class C2 game here in this session. It's the 3 seed Cedar Catholic out of Hartington, the 6 seed Lincoln Lutheran. That'll be coming your way next. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to tag out, get Jake Bartecki onto the play-by-play mic, and here in about 8 minutes, we'll be back to the Bob for this 3 versus 6 game, and then it's the night session, Class D2 quarterfinals. Thanks for watching. More high school state tournament basketball comes your way next.
To sum up the past 20 years in one word, exceptional. It's one of our core values. But our people have been truly exceptional. Our customer support has been exceptional. In 20 years, where will Allo be? When we started, we were just a business fiber company. Then the demand came from residential. Now the products of both business and residential just continue to expand. We've got to start with customers' needs and always work backwards. The customers will tell us, and our teammates will take us there.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
I love our Nebraska public schools. As a mom of high school students, I see the value public schools bring to our communities every day. It's where families come together to cheer for our teams, engage with our teachers, and build long-lasting, trusted relationships in our communities. It's where our kids get the skills and opportunities they need to succeed. I don't know if it's that way in other states, but here in Nebraska, public schools are the heart of our communities.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for a winning play to make your game day complete? Look no further than Speedy Mart, your family-owned neighborhood convenience store. Score big with the wide range of snacks, drinks, and fuel for the road that will keep the whole crew cheering. And here's the kicker. Our friendly atmosphere and convenient location make every visit a slam dunk. So rally the family and head to Speedy Mart for the ultimate game day experience.
Life is a wild ride. It's important to have a trusted partner along the way. Liberty First Credit Union exists to provide its members with affordable financial services. Whether it is a large purchase, a new car or home remodel, overcoming obstacles, or chasing your dreams, financing life is what we do best. Give us a call or visit libertyfirstcu.com.
In every community, there are unsung heroes. They're the ones who make a real difference every single day. News Channel Nebraska and Medica want to thank our community heroes, and now it's your chance to shine a spotlight on them. Nominate your local hero and let their story inspire us all. Winners get to donate $1,000 to a nonprofit of their choice, with over $5,000 donated to date. Together, we can celebrate those who make our communities brighter.
At Zollner Ford, come and see our great selection of new Ford vehicles. Whether you're looking to buy new or you need a car serviced, it's our pleasure to assist you. Our online website makes shopping even easier. Browse our massive inventory of vehicles or schedule your next maintenance appointment. We even offer drop-off and pickup services. Stop by today or visit us online at zollnerofbeatrice.com.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Aloe. You deserve the fiber things in life. Aloe Fiber. And by Unity Eye Centers, your provider of choice in Norfolk, Columbus, Grand Island, Pierce, and St. Paul.
Champions are crowned each year in Lincoln. All of us at Visit Lincoln welcome the athletes, families, and fans from across Nebraska to our community. When the final whistle blows and the game ends, make sure to discover how Lincoln can make your stay even more memorable. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit us on the web at lincoln.org. Visit Lincoln is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Zollner Ford and Lincoln. Meeting your sales, service, and parts needs. 5 Points Bank. Trust the better bank for your financial needs. And by Family Physical Therapy, getting you back in the game.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
I've had the opportunity to work with so many outstanding students and parents in my 37 years as a public school teacher. The two things I've noticed they all have in common: a love for their community and a pride in their school. I've seen that pride in my science students who become scientists, in parents who show up for every game and every parent-teacher conference, in former students who become community leaders. Nebraska public schools are indeed the heart of our communities.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.